Hey, how's it going today? I want to do a quick book review. I have read this book some time ago. It's just because I'm currently reading other books. I'm not entirely sure if I can do it right now, perhaps maybe next week or so. Either way, just because it's a very good book, just because of that. It might be worth people if you yourself you are interested. The book is What It Takes: Lessons in the Pursuit of Excellence. The book is published by Stefan A. Schwarzman, co-founder and CEO of Blackstone. Blackstone, one of the world's largest and most successful private equity firms. The book is part autobiography, a part business memoir. Schwarzman shares his experience from the childhood in Philadelphia and his time at Yale and Harvard Business Schools, and ultimately his journey to building Blackstone into a global powerhouse. He discusses the challenges he faced and the strategies he employed in the pursuit of excellence. I really enjoyed the book all the time, and I think it had, for people who are interested in other people's opinions, the book itself, it had a lot of reviews, as well as number of many individuals have read it, and large group of individuals enjoy that book as well. So it's written very well. Throughout the book, Schwartzman emphasizes the importance of qualities such as ambition, risk-taking, resilience, and ability to think strategically, as well as some of those things I have value myself. So it was a very interesting read for me, but it depends, I guess, for people who are reading and what they are looking for within a book. So depending on what mind frame you might be, what particular problems you are facing on a daily basis or within your business perhaps, and what kind of problems you're looking to solve, if anything. Strategy and the way how to think about some of those problems might be very valuable information for people out there. He also provides insights into world of finance and private equity and offers advice for those looking to succeed in business and finance. I would like to do my own takeaway, perhaps 10 different points that I think are very important, and some of those 10 points have been highlighted within the book. Let's take a look at the first point. First point would be think big and set ambitious goals. Schwartzman encourages readers to think big and set high aspirations. He emphasizes that it's important to have ambitious goals and work relentlessly to achieve them. I like the word relentless. There are some books with regards to that as well. But uh, for people out there who have picked themselves a challenge, what kind of challenge they would like to overcome within perhaps their professional life, what the things they would like to achieve, and how much energy it would require to achieve those goals. Might as well pick. I would recommend myself. If you're the same, just because I agree with the book or some information there that's been shared with the readers, that you yourself you need to pick a really big goal, that one that would encourage you to overcome all the setbacks, all the problems, all the what would be worth of your time acknowledging, and what kind of value you can offer in return to a large group of people. To take calculated risk. Schwarzman discusses the importance of taking calculated risk in business and life. He acknowledges that not all risk will pay off, but some cases lead to significant rewards. So again, if anything, you myself might learn a lot, right? If anything, and you might understand a little bit more about the process itself and your overall strategy. When it comes to calculated risk, can you calculate, if I were to share an example with you, perhaps buying lottery tickets, and what are the odds of you actually winning it, right? Compared to perhaps different ways. We only focusing on not necessarily your personal life, but professional life, and ways how you can improve your professional life, beginning with perhaps your financial situation, right? If that would be a place where the many people can improve or do better from there, Once you got this area taken care of, we together, all of us, people who are interested, learning more, we can progress into other areas as well. But perhaps that particular area, if we were to begin with this area and progress in other areas from there. Point three, learn from setbacks. The book underscores the significance of learning from failure and setbacks. Schwarzman shares his own experience of dealing with adversity and how he used them as opportunities for growth. If anything, quick takeaway, I don't know how much information I can share. Some of the opportunities are there, right? So if there were some opportunities and if I was interested in doing any of the projects up there and it would have a small uh, amount of capital available and a large king's ransom, right? So myself to get me interested, and if I had to tick the box, what kind of projects I'm interested in, I would go for king's ransom, right? So that's just me, right? So if I were to go after some of those projects myself, and if I'm not necessarily learn from experience, uh, if I could learn from any experience, I'd rather learn from trying and going after those large king's ransom spots up there instead of perhaps trying and with a little capital and trying to succeed in the business world where even people acknowledging some of my ambition up there would say even king's ransom finance not necessarily be enough to achieve some of the goals that I have for myself. Point number four, cultivate resilience. Resilience is a key trait in pursuit of excellence. At least that would be a target, right? So then you up there trying to achieve anything or complete any particular task excellent, that should be a target on top of that, right? So perhaps rising above average, that's another way to think about it. I have completed the course. It's for anyone who is interested. I'm discussing that within the course. Schwarzman emphasizes the need to bounce back from disappointments and setbacks, using them as a motivation to continue pursuit of excellence. So if there's any setbacks, which there might be a lot of those, perhaps in hundreds, so depending, or perhaps just try to take less time, so optimize your time. So if you were up there making mistakes, make those mistakes very fast. If you can make 100 mistakes at the same time within the 24-hour windows, and move to the next one. That's the way to do it. Embrace adaptability. Schwartzman advised that being adaptable and open to change is crucial in navigating complexities of business and life. Adaptation and flexibility are essential skills in ever-evolving world. Myself, if I would find myself stuck in any particular habit, if anything, reducing some of the rules that I might be able to set for myself is just one of those ways up there. Who I have read so many books. I have read so many books. So depending on where within the cycle you currently are, what would be best advice for people out there. So perhaps, if anything, adaptability, that would be a good way to think about it. Generally speaking. Value relationships. Building and maintaining strong relationships, both personal and professional, is the recurring theme in the book. Schwarzman discussing the value of network and connections. Perhaps depending again on your age in the beginning, perhaps, but when it comes to dealing in business with serious people, a relationship and the networking are very important and building that track record, right? Mentorship and lifelong learning, same services I'm offering for people who are interested in those, as well as perhaps, if anything, try myself, as well as I'm recommending to others, try to learn something every single day if you can. Schwarzman stress the importance of seeking mentors and continuing to learn throughout one's career. He shares his own experience learning from others and in financial industry. The financial industry just one subject, especially in managing a large organization. For people out there who have done it, perhaps they do understand that. And learning something every single day and how to improve some of the processes within your organization, it's a constant journey. Focus on strategy. The book underscores the significance on strategy thinking and planning. Schwarzman shares insights into how strategic thinking plays a pivotal role in the success of Blackstone. Again, I have published a book. The name of the book is Game Strategy. Within the book, I'm sharing a lot of information for people out there who are interested in finding out more about where to begin, right? So if you are currently doing perhaps market research and trying to understand different fields, as well as from there, if you're looking to progress into starting and taking action, starting your business, if you are in this particular cycle, or if you are currently looking to invest in different ventures out there. So whichever cycle you are in, there's information up there for people who are interested. In this book, I have done so much work to understand those things myself, as well as I'm looking to share those with others within this book. You can find it in the description below, as well as top retailers has it. Be decisive. Schwarzman encouraged readers to make the decisions with confidence. He acknowledges that not all decisions will be easy, but decisiveness is a hallmark of effective leadership. Even now, when I'm reading a book about Rockefeller and the way how decisive he was, I don't want to take anything away from the book that I'm discussing right now, but again, there's another person saying exactly the same thing. If anything, following steps of people out there who made a dent in the world, right? Rockefeller discusses this, or others discussing him and the way how he would be more like a bullet or the arrow. Once he made his mind, he wouldn't necessarily look back and doubt himself, right? So once you made a decision, that's at least some of the people out there, the way how they're operating and how they're making decisions. Give back. Schwarzman discusses the importance of philanthropy and giving back to the community. He shares his own experience in philanthropy and highlights the positive impact it can have. If anything, and reflects that I can be. I'm currently don't know outcome, but I have entered a number of there's competitive process of receiving funding to do any philanthropic activities, right? So I'm seeking funding. I have sent a number of projects in receiving funding. Currently don't know outcome of those, but myself I'm trying to get more involved in some of the projects up there, as well as if yourself you're looking to manage your personal budget, perhaps 70, 10, 10, 10, and 10% potentially can be allocated to philanthropy, and how you optimize finance and allocate your finance, especially in the sums not necessarily that big, right? So if you were to begin small, you can progress from there and build your community around you, not necessarily just. But again, that's some of those things from personal into professional budgets and how you can manage that. 10 points. These 10 points provide a glimpse of valuable lessons and principles presented in What It Takes, a book that I'm discussing, and I would highly recommend for anyone who are interested in learning from perhaps people out there who have accomplished very, very large projects, obstacles that would require, they were very taxing and challenging to accomplish, right? So when it comes to perhaps managing your own time, once you up there trying to manage large groups of people, if you're not on top of your game, how you can manage large projects. What about managing with not from your personal finance, but perhaps managing 5 different projects up there? So you need to build systems, right? So you need to understand strategy and how you come about to do those things, right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.